everyone, my name is Tori, and I'm shy. No, hello and welcome if you're new here. My name is Tori and I'm a Twitch streamer. And today we're doing something I've been meaning to film for a long time, but in typical me fashion, I've kind of procrastinated. We're doing a Genshin account tour. This is gonna be my first one. I have been playing Genshin for 3 years now. I'm 24 and I started playing when I was 21, so it's been a while. But I want to start this mini tradition here. So we'll do an account tour before every new region comes out, just to see what's going on, and then we can look back and see what's changed. The region now is Fontaine. It's 2023 and Fontaine is coming out in 2 days. So we're gonna see what I have going on. I'm gonna show you guys just some little things about my account that I think make it special. I'll show you a couple builds, mainly the important ones, and then maybe I'll show you a couple characters like I've been meaning to level up their talents more, or just wanting to build, wanting to fix a certain piece. I'll definitely show you some problematic pieces I have that I need to replace, that's for sure. But yeah, we'll just look at my silly little account together that I spend my silly little time on. And I think it'll be a good time. I guess we'll start with the main thing. I'm AR60. I have been for about a year now. I have 740 achievements right now. This one specifically, I am hoping to get done by the time next account tour up, comes around. I have a decent amount of them done. I don't necessarily achievement farm. I will go out of my way to get them sometimes. Depends on how far out of my way I have to go. Or I guess like we'll do an inventory check. There we go. Okay, so starting off, I do have a decent amount of 5-star weapons. Sadly, I don't have any refinements for the one I really want to get refinements for. Whenever I lose my 50-50 on the standard banner, it tends to be her or her. Don't want to talk about this. Let's hope that stays the same in a year. If this number goes up somehow, send someone to check on me, because clearly I will not be doing well. And if I'm lucky, this will be R5 and still level 1. I don't think there are any 4-star weapons I really need. I have every event weapon. I've been playing since 1.1, so I am not missing any event weapons, luckily. Maybe these will all be level 90. Who knows? I have 25 crowns. I've only triple crowned 2 characters, and I've only used 1 other crown aside from that. So I've only used 7 crowns so far. There are a couple of characters I think I'll triple crown. I have a couple of weird habits. You'll learn to see I have weird habits with my account. Just things that I do I feel like that are very particular to me. And crowning is one of them. I have commitment issues, and that shows up a lot in this account. One thing that's very important to my account is my wonderful and glorious egg collection. I guess I have to give context on this. So back in the day, I didn't know what the max limit of items was. So what I did was I would just go farm eggs every single day. I actually had like a little routine I would do at the end of doing all my dailies and all my resin and whatever. I would go and I would collect eggs, and I had certain spots I would hit up, and I did this every single day. And then eventually I hit the max limit. I should have a clip of that somewhere. That's kind of old, but I bet I could find that clip if I looked. No way. No way. I hit the max number, which is 9,999. Now I just use them. I cook them every so often, for the battle pass and whatnot. But that was a long time. Also, you can see too how many eggs I have was reflected in how many of these, because you would get a lot of the Qingshin flowers on the way to get the eggs. So that's why I have so many of them. I have 2 out of the 3 or 4, but sadly I was playing Genshin for that first year, but my birthday was in December and I just didn't log on my birthday because I wasn't playing every day yet. So I don't have that first cake, but I have these 2, which is fine. I have my lanterns left over, which I never spend. I'm so cheap with them. I have 78 fragile resin. I normally do spend my fragile resins, but I'm saving them for something silly. It will be a video. I don't know when that's gonna happen. Maybe it'll have happened already, but by the time next year rolls around, we'll have to see. I never activated certain things. Like this. I know now you can buy it from the teapot, but at the time you couldn't, so I didn't want to activate it because I was scared I would lose it. Speaking of the teapot, I never for some reason activated this, and now it's just funny that it's sitting there, so I don't think I ever will. I guess I still have one of these. So my hunting trap. A couple things. Oh, I still have to rename my Scaramouche. I don't know if I will. I'll show you his current name, and if it's changed by the time the next tour comes around, it means I got in trouble. and I had to change it. So we'll see. Hopefully I don't have to. All right, moving on to characters. I figured I'd show my character archive. I have a good amount of characters. I have every single 4-star, and I'm only missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 5-stars. I'd say that's a decent haul. This might change. This actually might change by the time I end this stream. If you pulled her, Tori, do you regret it? Let me know. If I do end up pulling her, I guess I'll have to ask my future self if I regret it. So let's look at some actual builds now. I won't show every build because I think that's unnecessary. I'll just show some of my favorites as well as like things I want to improve with my favorites. We'll just go in order that they show up. We'll start with Yoimiya. Yoimiya is one of my favorite characters. Yoimiya is like extra special for me because I've been slowly improving her each time she gets a rerun. So on her first banner, I just got 1 copy of her. Her second rerun, I actually didn't get anything. Her third, I got her weapon. And then her fourth and most recent, I got her C2. So right now normally she's at 2.4k attack, but I just have 2 pyro in this party. This is her crit ratio, 76 over 208. We'll just round up. I do, like I said, have her weapon. I'm running her on a 4-piece Shiminawa's. I have C2, and I have all her talents at 9. This is going to be a common thing. I have a lot of characters. When I like them, I get all their talents to 9, even if it's not necessary and it's not like important to their build. There are a couple exceptions to that, but that's normally what I do instead of crowning. I don't know why. I started it, and I'm a creature of habit. Maybe she's a character I would want to crown. I don't know if I'd triple crown her. That's something I'm struggling with because to me it's like all or nothing. I either have to triple crown or not crown at all. But I did only singular crown Bennett's ult. Maybe I'll double crown. Hopefully I'll get over that by the time next time comes around. Okay, moving on to Kazuha. He is at 1020 EM, which is the most important thing. For improvements, he needs more ER. I would like him to have more ER. I do have his C1 and 2. His C1 kind of fixing the energy problem, but I think he just needs more regardless. And I don't know, I guess other improvements, I know it's not necessary, but extra crit rate would be nice, just, for a better ratio. I do have his weapon. I was actually bullied into getting it by you guys, so thank you for that. I'm glad I got it though. It's nice, and it was something I wanted to get. Running him on a 4-piece Viridescent, triple EM, obviously that's how I attained that, and then his off piece is just his feather with 89 EM. I have him C2 like I mentioned earlier. That was a great decision, and if you have Kazuha, consider getting his C2. It's phenomenal. It's the best. It's great. It's one of those like cons that's really game changing, I think. Reruns I feel like happen so frequently now. You can get a con and then just like slowly build up on it. So you don't have to go crazy, if you're not a big spender or just, if you're completely free to play. Just get them as they come along. Slowly pick one up each time he comes by. Same thing with Yoimiya. His talents are all at 9. Bennett was one of my first 4-stars, I will say. He's had a very good treatment for ever basically. He's still at C5. I never unlocked this C6. It's been ages now since I've had that con. I don't know if I'm going to. I might, because I'm realizing now I don't use physical. The fear of losing physical was pretty big early game. I think a lot of new players don't realize that, so they kind of C6 the Bennett without like that hesitation, which I'm jealous of. But like back in the day, that was like, oh my god, don't C6 your Bennett. It was such a scandal. It really was. I've kind of been banking on, oh, maybe they'll do toggle cons. They have not done that yet. I don't think they ever will. I don't know. I do use him with Yoimiya a lot, so it would be nice to have that pyro bonus. So maybe I'll have caved. I've been saving it for a, like a sub goal or something for now. So who knows? Maybe I'll have hit something crazy by the time in the future. But for now, he's C5. Now, my first limited 5-star, my child, my favorite character in this game, Xiao. Actually, if you look over here, I do have him sitting right there. I have a soft spot for Xiao, if you couldn't tell. And you'll be able to tell a little bit further too. But yeah, all right. So Xiao is sitting at 2.1k attack, 78 over 201. I do have Jade Spear. I wish I had more cons. I never lose my 50-50 to this weapon. It's such a shame, but maybe one day. Fingers crossed I'll have a couple by the time. Well, maybe not, because I don't want to lose, but if I do lose, which I probably will, it'd be nice if it was Jade Spear. So I have a 4-piece Vermilion. Back in the day, I actually spent 30 Fragile Resin just on this set alone. I don't have the best pieces. I would like for... Hey, if there's a new set that's even better than this for Xiao, that would be great. But I would just like for a little bit better of a crit ratio. Maybe a little bit more crit damage would be nice. He does good damage now that I have Farazan and everything, but, you know. Is it wrong for me to want him to be forever improving? I don't think so. This is my first C6 as well. I saved all my Genesis crystals, all my wishes, and I C6'd him. And surprisingly, actually, I'll explain what I did, because I guess this is Tori lore. I had never bought Genesis crystals for like the first year playing Genshin. But then they told us during, I believe, a live stream that when the new region came out, they would be also resetting the Genesis crystal top-up bonus. So I was like, oh, okay, what I should do is I should buy them, like the 101 and the 51, so that I get double, and then just not touch them until Xiao comes back, because I knew I would want to get cons. So I did that, and I just hoarded them for ages, and then I ended up getting him. C6, and it was pretty... yeah, it was relatively really cheap, actually, because of that. So that was very helpful. So if there's a character you're wanting to, you know, really splurge on, I recommend doing that and just picking one character. It'll save you a lot in the long run, I think. Also, we did get really lucky with the pulls, I will say. My Xiao knows I'm very devoted. He knows he's my son, so he, you know, he's very kind to me. I also did, he's also my first triple crown, of course. I had to. I don't think I have an updated damage showcase. Maybe I'll do one really quick afterwards to kind of show like what his damage looks like. But I believe during the last like event or spiral with Farazan and Bennett, he was doing like 110k plunges and dashes. I'm not exactly sure. I'll have to check that and then, or insert a clip. I'll show Dehya, just because she's standard. I have her C1. I did get her and her weapon when she originally came out, but the C1 I got because I lost on Klee. I love Dehya, so I would not mind more Dehya cons. She's one of the characters I'd be happy to lose to. Now, speaking of my other child, Itto, I love him. I'm so obsessed with him. I love himbos. He's so funny. I love his voice actor. He's just the best. He could use a little love. He's 82 over 229, which is good. I just want him to be better. I run him in an all Geo team. I am obsessed with him. I do have his weapon. It's R1. I do wish I got refinements on it when Scaramouche's weapon first came out, but I didn't pull on that banner. I wish I did. But his weapon is great. It carries that crit ratio. Let me tell you about it. I have him on a 4-piece husk. One piece in particular I want to improve is this monstrosity. It's so bad, but when I say it's the only circlet I could get, I mean it. I farmed his circlet. It was that domain, the husk domain, was my most farmed domain last year. Just because how long I was in there and I never got anything better. And it's so frustrating. But they're adding it to the strong box. So maybe in 2 days or soon I'll have finally gotten a better circlet. Fingers crossed, that's my dream. Because, he's my second C6. I don't regret this. I will never regret this. It was, first of all, the pulls, a breeze. So easy. He was so kind to me. Thank you, Itto. But a C6 is so much fun. And it makes it, like, this is a common saying in this channel. When I don't feel like using my brain, I just whip out the Itto team. Because I don't have to. It doesn't matter what the enemy team shields are. Element type does not matter. This team just plows through everything, and I'm so grateful because sometimes you don't want to think, and especially with how hard Spiral's been lately, sometimes you really don't want to think. So he's been very nice to have. Just like Xiao, he is triple crowned. He was my second triple crown. I believe I crowned him on his birthday. All right. Next is Albedo. Albedo is the reason I played the game. He's not the best built. He got kind of Itto's all, like, you know, leftovers from that domain. But he's fine. He has, you know, a lot of defense. He's pretty good. I do like him. I had to have the event weapon. Luckily, thank God I didn't miss that. I do also have, where was it? Harbinger of Dawn. I 90'd this in preparation for him. Because everyone knew for the longest time. Oh yeah, wait, let me explain. I got him on his rerun. I didn't get him on his original banner. I started playing during 1.1, like I mentioned earlier, but I didn't get enough Primogems to get Albedo. I didn't get a 5-star at all on that banner. I tried so hard, I grinded so hard, and I didn't get him, sadly. When, you know, the rumor mill was saying that Albedo might be coming back sometime soon, I stopped pulling for everyone. And by the time he came out, I had 30,000 Primogems saved. So I knew no matter what, he was coming home, I was going to drag him back by his fluffy little hair. And that's it. And I got him. It was great. I pulled him on my birthday because, you know, I thought it would be a fun way to celebrate with stream. So I waited until my birthday. So it says obtained on December 11th because I'm a nerd like that. And yeah, but however, I did prepare this weapon and then they went and said, oh, actually just kidding. We're giving him a better weapon. That was fun. That was fun for the good old Mora funds, you know, but it's fine because I have him and he's great. I don't have any cons for him. CF4 was always a big temptation just because of Xiao, and I do use him together with Xiao a lot. Not as much anymore since Faruzan came out. One day, if I'm crazy or if I'm funded or a combination of both, one day I might just go for the C6 because I do love him. Or at least for the C4. Maybe. I don't know. It'd be fun to see. Talents are all at 9. I don't think I'd triple crown. I don't really see a need. He's great the way he is. I have no problems with him. Now on to Tighnari, an unexpected favorite of mine from Sumeru. I went into Sumeru really only caring about Cyno, and then even when that, you know, demo and teaser came out, Dehya caught my eye. I wasn't super interested about Tighnari, but then I ended up loving him. He was so fun in the quest. His kit ended up being so much fun. I'm so glad I got him. Oh yeah, I should just mention, I got him on his banner. I got him as well as his weapon. I have yet to lose 50-50 to Tighnari. I only have him to C0. Sadly, I wish I had more cons. He's a character, again, one of the few I would not mind losing to. I would consider it a win in my eyes because I love him. He's one of my favorite DPSs. Yeah, I'm really glad I got this weapon. Same with Dehya's because I wasn't sure if it would ever come back. And I'm still not. It's yet to come back. They've yet to do a rerun of it. So I'm very happy I got one copy. However, it did give me, you know, that little cute R2 Vortex Vanquisher you guys saw earlier. So as painful as it was, I'm still glad I got it. It was just not very kind. She was not very fortunate. Alright, I have 350 roughly EM, 77 crit rate, 210 crit damage. I love using him. He hits like a truck. He's so good. I was not expecting Tighnari to be that good. I'm running him EM Sands, and then obviously Dendro bonus goblet. Some people do attack for Tighnari if you can't have EM, but I eventually was able to swap to EM. Oh yeah, and 4-piece Wanderers, I should, you know, mention. I never was able to get a really too good of a 4-piece Gilded. That domain does not really like me that much, but it's fine. Like I said, C0, never got a con, wish I did. And all at 9, again, just like Yoimiya, might be a potential triple crown. I really do like Tighnari and I really love using him, so it might be one of those things where I eventually triple crown him. My Kaeya, oh, does he have his build on? No. Well, he's fine. But one thing I do have to flex for Kaeya is that he is C6. I got so lucky on my standard banner pulls, and I was able to buy a couple that I was missing, and I finally got C6 Kaeya, and I was so happy about it. Love Kaeya. So happy to have him. Again, talents all at 9. Maybe, well, you know, obviously with the cons, but maybe a triple crown. Probably not, I don't think. I don't use him enough, I don't think, to make it worth it. But I do adore Kaeya. We have been Kaeya fans since day 1 over here. That'll never change. Wanderer. Oh! Right, so remember when I said I might have to change his name?
Relax.
There's a reason for that. I was originally gonna name him Samir. I remember I looked up his name. I did research. I wanted it to be an Arabic name. I wanted to have special meaning. I wanted it to mean friendship. I wanted to have, you know, connections to the winds and just all this stuff. I picked Samir because it meant like friends and blah, 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 blah. And then someone reminded me of something I said in the past that would be funny. I said, wouldn't it be funny if I named him Queef? And I said that would be funny. And shout out to Russia for having an E that looks just like RE, but is for some reason different. Oh, I should probably explain too. A lot of characters are not level 90. I level them up, only a few are level 90 because to me it feels like wasted experience. I know it's not. And I know it's such a little amount of experience when you get to a certain level that it's not. But in my head I can't differentiate, right? Oh, I did skip Zhongli. I'll go back. That being said, I'm slowly getting over that, and maybe one day I'll have them all at 90. Maybe, we'll see. But 90ing to me is like a big deal. It's like a respect thing, if you will. It's like level 9. It's like a triple crowning, or you know, whatever. To me, it's like a commitment. I don't know why. I have problems. Anyways, and then also they're all in increments of 2 because I don't like odd numbers. I hate odd numbers. They bother me to no end. Another weird thing I have on my account. People ask me that all the time. Why are they 86? Why are they 84? Why are they... I don't know. Maybe I'll be cured in the future. That being said, he is at 2.1k attack, we'll round up. 69 over 240. He has a lot of crit damage. Not as much crit rate as I would like. I use him with Layla though, so that kind of makes up for it. I do have the Widsith on him. I wanted his weapon. I didn't pull for it when it first came out because it took me too much to get C6 Farazan. I only pulled on his banner to really get C6 Farazan. I was like, I'll get as many Scarmoushes as it takes me to get C6 Farazan. I ended up getting C2. So that was a not very pretty banner. So I was like, I am not going to spend any more on this banner. So I did not get his weapon. I wish I did though, because his weapon currently is out with Kokomi's weapon, which is not very good, even for Kokomi. That was a regret of mine. I hope he's run with someone better next time so I can finally get the weapon, because I really want the weapon because I ended up loving him. I wasn't going to pull for him originally, but then Farazan happened and I was like, oh, he's actually really fun and hits pretty strong. So I do really like using him. I'm running him on a 2-piece Glad, 2-piece Viridescent. I was never able to get a good 4-piece for him. That's something I do want to go back and do of this set. What is it? Of the Desert Pavilion. I was never able to get a good 4-piece. So one of these days, hopefully I will. That's something I would like to change. But for now, this set works perfectly fine. His crit is, you know, I'm happy with his ratio for now. Like I said, I did get him C2 because of my unfortunate Farazan luck. But his C2 is strong, so I don't really mind. Talents, all at 9, like all the others. He also could be a triple crown, maybe? I'm not sure. I liked using him, but I have to see when I get that weapon how I'm feeling. Going back, because we did skip him, Zhongli, 53k HP. His crit ratio is so busted. His build is so busted. I would love to have like a decent, good crit ratio, but I never had good tenacity luck. Tenacity is being added to the strong box, so maybe we'll see. This eventually will be at level 90. I'm sorry. I never did it. Leave me alone. I'll do it eventually. I'm sorry. I also do, like I said, have his weapon R2, but it's on Mika for some reason. And it's... Black Tassel is just fine for now. Artifacts, 4-piece tenacity. I'm hoping I'll get better pieces. I really would like a stronger... Because I feel like after a certain point, like the HP is just so unnecessary. Like to have so much, because the shield's not breaking at that point. Like if anything, it's just gonna time out, right? So I would like some more crit, just because he can hit pretty hard, and because I have a C2. So for me, popping his burst is worth it because it refreshes the shield for me. It doesn't refresh the tenacity buff, but the C1 gives you 2 pillars instead of 1. So it does proc more frequently. More crit would be appreciated. Talents, all at 9. This, like I said, is unnecessary. He does not need his talent, his auto attack to be at level 9, but I wanted to because I like Zhongli as a character. All right, moving on. Cyno. I love Cyno. Cyno was the character I was the most excited for going into Sumeru. I'm so happy. He was someone I wanted since the webtoon. So forever. Right? I died when his teaser came out. I died when he came out in the demo. I was just so excited. He has 2.3k attack and 450 EM, we'll say. 80 crit rate and 221 crit damage. He has a really good build. 144 ER. I'm happy with his build. I got this weapon, R3. It took me 2 fate points to get this weapon when it came out. And then when it was on a rerun banner with Dehya's weapon, it was the only weapon I could get. So sometimes that just happens. It's fine. Which is why, but this R3 is the reason I only have him at C0. I would have loved to have C2. It didn't happen. Hopefully it happens in the future. I do want to get him C2 on his next rerun, depending on who's surrounding him and who else I want. But C2 is like a want for me. So that's something I definitely do want to get for him. Artifacts wise, I'm on a 2-piece gilded, 2-piece Wanderers. I'm not sure what's the best for him. I think it's 4-piece gilded, but this is the best I could get. Like I said, the gilded domain is not really kind to me. And then I'm running him on an EM Sands. And then, like the others, talents are all at 9. Also, potential triple crown. If I get the C2, I might just go for the triple crown. We'll have to see. I have a decent amount of crowns left over. So a lot of characters I can give a lot of love to. Speaking of a character I gave a lot of love to, Klee. I finally got Klee.
So heavy.
I wanted her forever, but her banners were always at the worst and most inconvenient times. But I finally said, you know what, I'm doing it no matter what. And I was rewarded for that because they decided to also release a skin with her this time around. So I got her, just C0. I got the skin. She's at 1.9k attack, 71 over 185. I use my R3 Lost Prayer on her. I'm probably going to give this back to Scaramouche though once I'm done using her. But for now, she's holding on to it. I have a 2-piece Crimson, 2-piece Glad. I was not able to get a good 4-piece Crimson because I actually never farmed it. I don't have Hu Tao, and Yoimiya needed Shiminawas, so I actually never had a 4-piece Crimson, and I actually just got these pieces from the strong box. One thing I do want to flex. That's all. Just wanted to flex that on piece because I know Hu Tao mains around the world are crying at this piece right now, and I use it on my Klee. That being said, she is C0 and her talents are all currently at 8. She will be getting to 9, but right now is the talent book domain. So, or I'm sorry, the talent domain, what do you call it? Event. The talent event where you get double. So I was holding off to level her up until that event so I could save some resin. Right. I guess I'll show Venti. Venti is just, actually no, Venti's build is disgusting and maybe one day I'll have fixed it. What is this? What is this? It's not EM, it's not ER, it's not crit. It's just a mess, and I do have an R3 elegy that I got trying to get Cyno's weapon. Yeah. But right now, for some reason, Farazan has it, not Venti. Let's see, Jean. Oh, ignore that. Jean, I won't show her build, but I do like using her, and I do hope that... Okay, so the 3 characters I was referencing that I would be happy to lose with, or lose to, is Dehya, Tighnari, and then Jean is the last one. Maybe Mona as well, but mainly it's just those 3. I want C4 Jean, because I'm thinking with Farazan, and, you know, with Xiao, I just feel like it'd be the most fun thing, and I want it so badly. I guess now it's not as necessary since I do have Farazan, but at the time, Farazan doesn't exist. So I really did want that C4 Jean. Maybe I'll get it. Who knows? One day. Ganyu. I don't think my Ganyu will really change. I don't plan on getting cons for her. She shares Yelan's weapon. Sharing is caring, so they do like to share. I don't really think I'll get any more cons for her. I think she's fine the way she is now. All her talents are at 9. Oh, same with Jean, by the way. Oh, just kidding. One's at 8. Uh-oh. Don't look. Don't look, y'all. That'll be fixed. That'll be fixed by next time. Trust me. Nilou. She's 51k HP. Right now, I'm just running 2-piece Tenacity, 2-piece Wanderers. Don't talk about it. I want to get a 2-piece of that other new HP set, but I have yet to get a good one. Maybe soon. Hopefully that'll be fixed. Weapons. I did not get her weapon, but I want it. So hopefully that'll be a nice little HP percent weapon. No cons on Nilou at all. And I was told, I don't know if this is true actually, I was told leveling up her talents is absolutely useless. So I don't know if that's true. If it is true, then I'll probably have done it anyways, if I'm being honest. If I get bored enough, I'll just build a random character for no reason. So I might just level these up regardless, but I was told it's absolutely unnecessary. Ayato. Love Ayato. He is 72 over 228. I use him mainly with Ganyu actually for freeze. I don't know if that's abnormal, but to me it's super fun. It's super easy. It helps me clear like all the... It helps me clear all the low level floors in Spiral, like, you know, 9 to 11. Ayato. I use him mainly for Ganyu, or with Ganyu, I would say. I do have like a team for his vape team, but I don't use it often. I just find him good as a support kind of sub DPS. I don't really know what he would be in that situation. I do have them on 4-piece echoes. That is because, like I said, with Vermilion, I spent 30 fragile resin on it. So while Xiao was getting good pieces, Ayato got some pretty good ones as well. C0, I don't think I'll get any cons. I wanted his C2 at one point, but I don't think that's necessary. Talents 9, 9, and 2. I never use his auto attack unless I'm panicking, so I didn't level it up. Maybe I will one day, but I've been needing the resources lately, so I haven't had time to goof around like that. Next, Yelan, sitting at 32k HP, 78 over 233. She is running an R2 of her weapon. I tried to get Homa and failed. Maybe next time. She's on a 4-piece emblem. I have C0. I would like to have maybe C1 just because her energy isn't the best, so that would kind of fix that problem. But I don't know. It's not necessary to me, and it's not like a super want. I might pull it because actually she is getting rerun very soon, so maybe I'll lose to Building Pity for 4 stars and then, you know, have an accidental C1 Yelan. Talents 9, 9, and then 1. I never use that bow. I use the charge attack sometimes if I'm panicking, but not really. Oh, let me not. Anyways. One thing I want to show off for Gorou, just because it makes me laugh. My Gorou is well built, of course. I use him with Itto. He's the best. This piece is, I think, my best crit value piece. And it's on a defense circlet, not sands, circlet, and it's on my Gorou. It enrages me every single time I look at it. Do you know how much better my Itto would be if this was his sands? But it's not. I want to have slightly improved Beidou. I'd like to have a set. I don't have a... I think this was a Hyperbloom thing. I don't even know. But I would like for her to be a little bit better built. She's fine for now, but I do enjoy using her. I used her with Cyno for a while, so maybe get those talents up a little bit, have like a set build for her that's like actually hers and she doesn't just have to scramble and share. Same thing for Mona. Her ratio and artifacts and weapon, like what the hell is this? It's always changing. Now the Tenacity is going to be in the strong box, as well as, you know, just a bunch of other sets. I'm hoping I'll have a perfect build just for her that I don't have to share. A lot of my characters share, and I would like to not have to do that. She's at C3. I wouldn't mind getting Mona cons. I like Mona. I use her somewhat, and all her talents. Oh, actually, no. They're at 8, 8, and technically 8. But maybe that'll be all at 9 eventually. Same thing with Diona. Talents up and a set just for her. She kind of shares sometimes, and that annoys me. Raiden? My Raiden build is really scuffed. That's actually a common theme. All my Archons have the worst builds, but because they're Archons and they're just broken, they somehow still are usable. Oh! That's actually not terrible. Does she have Deathmatch on right now? That's why. Normally she has the catch and her crit rate is like 20. But for some reason, Xiangling has the catch right now. This is what she normally looks like. Beautiful. Artifacts, I just threw on a 4-piece emblem. I believe, what is that, attack percent? No, I did electro damage bonus. Okay, never mind. C0. I know C2 Raiden is like cracked. I don't think I'll ever get it though. I don't really like her that much and I don't really use her that often. I just got her because I want to have all the Archons. I know she's great. I know, you know, Raiden National. I get it. I just don't really care for her too much. I don't really think that'll change. And then same thing with the talents. For some reason that's at 2 and then the rest of them are at 9. Nahida. I love Nahida so much. I adore her. She's the best. She's the cutest. She's probably my favorite Archon, rivaling Zhongli. I just adore her. Her build, I don't really adore. It has a lot of EM, but not enough. Like, the Deepwood domain hates me. Gilded hates me. Deepwood hates me. They despise me. I'm running her on an R5 sack frag. I never really wanted to get her weapon. I kind of like being able to use her skill twice, if I'm being honest. So to me, it didn't seem worth it. However, it is super cute. So maybe one day. Artifacts, 4-piece Deepwood. I have her on a Dendro damage goblet. I have her on an EM Sands, which actually was level 12 up until a couple hours ago because Darcy, my mod, notified me that it was at level 12 and I had no idea. But yeah, EM Sands, Dendro bonus, goblet, and then EM Circlet. Hopefully I'll get a Dendro bonus. I feel like Deepwood is about to become a new emblem now that emblem's being added to the strong box. So if I'm lucky, I'll get a nice new set for her, or a new piece, I should say. And all her talents are at 9. I don't think I'll crown her, but 9 is just fine. Honestly, she can hit pretty hard. She's so good. Even with that scuffed build, she's still wonderful. So, Traveler, I did ascend to phase 6. I think maybe this year on my birthday, I'm gonna level 90 her. I feel like that would be kind of cute, you know, to celebrate, because she's technically me. I actually wanna. Oh, what? Oops. Anyways, no, don't look at that. I always somewhat level up her talent. I always like end up using the new element traveler in the beginning for a little bit, and then I end up just stopping. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll maybe the Hydra Traveler I'll love. I don't know, but I never have gotten her talent super high. So far the traveler I used the most was actually Animo Traveler back in the day, because I was so emotionally attached to Lumine. I didn't want to take her off my team, so I built her as a DPS because I loved her. I'm hoping they introduce, you know, like artifact presets for certain characters, so that way like I could have a preset for each element traveler. That'd be super fun. I don't really know who else to go over. Characters I use a lot. I use Kuki a lot. She's not the best build, but she's C6, and oh, that's not supposed to be on her. Talon's all at 9. Fischl I use a lot. She's
I created another universe and founded Paradise.
She was actually my first 4-star, so I do love me some Fischl. Just a sub DPS. Same thing. Ooh, that should be at 12. Ignore that. Anyway, Xinyan I'm not currently using, but I actually did in the past. I invested in her decently. I loved using her. I used her just for friendship, you know, just to do my dailies and everything. I ended up loving her. Maybe one day she'll have her own build too, but for now she's just a little bit. She's on the bench. She's just hanging out. Hopefully, by the time Fontaine is done, I have my Zhongli under wraps. I never have a build on her. It's always something stupid, something dumb. Like, what is going on here? And I should use her more because she's very good. Chi-Chi, C4. I would like to stop losing to Chi-Chi. That would be nice. Hey, actually, Tori, did you finally finish Horizon, Future Tori? Because I have yet to finish Horizon. It's been a year. Not the new one, Horizon Zero Dawn. I play it like once every 3 months. I love the game though, but I just don't have the time. Hopefully I'll have finished it. And maybe there'll be a con. That would be nice. In Kaching, we have C3. I would also like to stop losing to Kaching. As for Lisa, no constellations. Maybe I'll get lucky on the standard banner. Same thing goes for Amber. I've only ever gotten her once. Kaeya was the only one I was really lucky with. And one of my favorite things about my account that makes it so unique, my wonderful Diluc with his skin level 1. He is so well built. I put so much time and energy into him. He is just, no expense is spared for my Diluc. Everything he wants, he gets. He is just so well built. I spent so much time and resources on him. I really just, I can't wait till I lose to him again, just because I can't wait to get more cons for my favorite character. Right. Anyways, maybe one day I'll have this, poop stain of a character, C6 and R5. And I will never use him. I have his weapon and I have his outfit just because I think it's funny. And he will forever stay level 1 on my account. Now that we showed that, we're going to quickly do exploration. Mondstadt everywhere is 100% explored. Keep in mind that Dragon's Mine is also 100% explored because that'll come back later. Leeway is mostly done. 100, 100, 100. We're just missing 2. So hopefully I'll finally have figured that out. Sumeru, what a mess. What a mess she is. Nothing is 100%. Nothing is really even close except for Avidya Forest. The desert is... I actually don't want to talk about it. I really don't want to talk about it. I was not able to keep up with the constant updates and region expansions. But maybe one day it'll be done. When Fontaine, guys, I'm going to be a new woman, I swear. When Fontaine comes out, I'm setting a schedule for myself. I've already started writing it down in my planner. I'm going to, I have goals I have to keep up with so I don't fall too far behind. I won't do it again. Inazuma, actually all 100%. There's a couple of things I still have to do here that I never got to finish. There's like something with like the tablets I never did, but it's still 100%. Enkonomiya, I promised a friend that I would 100% this over a year ago and I've still yet to do it. It will be done. That's not a promise, it's a threat. It will be done. Underground of the Chasm. Oh, I thought it was 100. Oh my god, that's so embarrassing. I was gonna be, of course you know it's 100. It is not 100. I am embarrassed. This will be fixed. I'm so sorry. Is that it? Yeah, so we have a couple areas we have to polish up on. It'll be done. Sumeru, no promises, but the rest of it will be done. Now, to wrap up, we're gonna wrap up on probably my favorite thing about my account. Something I did because I'm very sentimental, and little things like this make me very happy. So, if we head on over to Dragon's Spine, which is 100% explored, we will see that I still have some friends hanging out. When this chest, you know, I remember that was the little side quest that we could do. We got a quest to find Joel's father, and we learned that he fed the little foxes. And when you claim this chest, the foxes actually, well, okay, so if you go and then feed the foxes, you do get a little chest, and the foxes show it to you. But when you claim the chest, the foxes go away. And I found that out because for some reason I got nervous that was gonna happen. So I asked one of my friends, and I was like, okay, well, can you claim it? Because I didn't really care. And I was like, when you claim it, let me know what happens. And then the next day, the foxes didn't come back. So I refused to claim this chest because I don't want my little fox friends to leave me. So this will forever stay unopened, hopefully. If this is not here when I, you know, my next check-in, something terrible happened. And you should send a wellness check because I'm clearly not okay. I think that's it, though. I can't think of anything else I really wanted to show off. Let's wrap this up. That was really fun. You know what it is? When you go back and look at everything that you've done and that's everything that's on your account, it makes you realize like, oh my god, like I've spent so much time, and I've really spent like a lot of like effort, and like it's I don't know, it's cool. When you look back, it really shows you like, oh my god, like I have so many, and I didn't even show every single character I've built. Like I spent so much time on this account and I love it so much, and it's just so, I'm proud of it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any recommendations, any advice, any requests, anything you want to see, just let me know. Yeah, but just let me know. I love hearing from people. A lot more people know a lot more about the game than I do. So, you know, I'm always down for advice and everything. Yeah, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. And if this is future Tori looking back, I hope you're well. Keep it up. You're pretty cool. I like you. Anyways, all right. Bye, guys. See you later.